Today I am visiting Growing Underground in Clapham Junction. It is a commercial urban farm and they sell their products in supermarkets. We'll find out more about hydroponics inside. Let's go! I learned so much from this tour, done by the founder Richard Ballard. He was a great tour guide. He shared his personal stories about how he managed to fund this business. He also had quite an interesting background since he is a filmmaker. He made a film about a future city where they would feed and power a large city and do it in different ways. The idea came from a man named Jeremy Rifkin who believed strongly in the Third Industrial Revolution. This led him into the business. The facility was made during World War II as a bunker house to 8,000 people, and it was planned to become part of the Northern Line but never ended up being worked on. I think this idea was very interesting since they managed to make an urban unused space into a very productive and eco-friendly one. They managed to get a specialist which had 35 years of experience to join them. An MI6 secret bunker was considered as a place to farm in Holborn. There were some funny stories from the early days, like a story of a mysterious visitor in their tunnel. They managed to raise £900,000, nearly $1 million, from crowdfunder, and they had a lot of publicity from the press. They only use naturally produced electricity. They use it at night because the cost is lower. They use their waste, their wool carpet, which is used for growing fruit, to produce the energy. They burn it and they use it for creating energy, and the energy comes back to the farm. These carpets that are used to grow food might be considered to be put into industrial composts in the future. In the next 10 to 15 years, people are going to be starting to produce their own reusable energy, and then they can store this energy in batteries. They use LED lights, a huge ventilation shaft, and fans to control the humidity and temperature, which should be at about 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. Because of this controlled environment, they can harvest certain products much more than a normal farm or greenhouse. They will be able to also upgrade to semi-automatic operations in the future, and they will probably be expanding the amount of space they use. In the next 10 years, people will be able to find the best lighting for the urban/controlled environment farming, meaning that there will be even more efficient farming. They use less water and no pesticides, but they do have to use some chemicals for safety. There's also short-time delivery because it is so close to the supermarkets, which means this is longer shelf time and there is less food wastage. The greens that they harvest are microgreens. They are harvested just after the cotyledon leaves have developed. They also have more nutrition and a much more intense flavour, even if they use less fertilizer. They have a well-thought-out, organised production plan to make profit. Their crop cycle is about 5 to 12 days, and they have an established hydro system and they use energy very efficiently. Also, they have a rent deal, so they don't have to spend that much on their rent. They are expanding and trying to make their products organic and not use any chemicals. They also are working on their packaging since at the moment they are using plastics. And obviously they are trying to become as eco-friendly as possible. Urban farming is a very sustainable way to grow food. Therefore, they are hoping that they'll be able to expand further into different places. The business plan is equally as important as the agricultural technical side, since if the business isn't good and you won't be able to make any profit, you won't be able to keep it going.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, give it.
What nutrients, things are the nutrients?
Do you guys want to get in? Sorry, was it your nutrient question?
Yeah. What kind of nutrient?
So it's a standard NPK mix, which is nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, but because we're growing micros that grow very small, they grow very quickly. We don't really use a lot of nutrient, so it's just using that to sort of stimulate the growth a bit. But a lot of it's coming out of the seed in the first place because it's just growing to a shoot about this big. No, it's chemical based. But we have tried some organic ones with the start. It didn't really work very well, but we tried those back in 2014. When we actually build the next phase, we'll build an R&D area where we can trial organic based, and then there's a lot of new products available on the market to try. So we will do some trials on those, but we can't do that at the moment because we've only got one system. So
what is your carpet made out of? The carpet?
it's made from it's about 95% cotton. 95% wool.
Also, about the third industrial revolution I mentioned about earlier, the ideas that it consists of are things like cities, which are buildings that produce their own energy, and this energy is distributed around the city or just reused in the same building. These ideas also work for things like transport and factories, however, it obviously hasn't been implemented yet. There are some places, such as China, which have took some of the ideas of the third industrial revolution. I found this a very interesting topic. While I was researching, I came across this Japanese underground farm. This farm is already operating fully automatically. Due to the aging farmers in the Japanese society, technology is developing to help them out. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Mr. Ballard, for a wonderful tour. The website link is in the description below. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as it once again does really help. And my next video, which is going to be the 8th in this series, is going to be about talking to specialists online and also conducting my very own survey and getting my very own original results. The link is up here if it's already come out. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!